Good morning, guys. How are we? It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and we're going to get going into our full Fit by 15 body workout in about 30 seconds. We're just going to wait for some people to come online. When you come online, give us a shout. Let us know how you're getting on. It's in the comment section below. And if you're watching this on record, give us a comment below after the workout and give us some feedback. Feedback's always important because that way we can tailor the workouts going forward to suit you. So today, all you need equipment-wise is your kettlebell. Literally a kettlebell and some space. If you're going to scale some of the exercises, you might want to bring a chair in relation to the single arm row or the squats for support. But other than that, if you just have your kettlebell, you're good to go. So just let some more people come online. Hey guys, how are we as we come in? Give us a shout, let us know how you're getting on. We're going to be working for 1 minute over the Fit by 15 today, so it'll be fully, altogether it'll be 16 minutes in. But my argument is it's 15 minutes worth of work. We don't include the rest, but hey, that's the sadist in me. Okay, we'll let a few more people come in. So just as you came in there, guys, we'll just reiterate. All you need today is your kettlebell. So space, kettlebell, and your quids in. We got 10-second breathers throughout the session, so maybe have some water nearby if you need it, but it's going to have to be a quick one because you're going to be sticking rigidly to the timing, right? Okay, guys, so let's get into our warm-up. So I want you to sit yourself down on the floor. You're going to have your 2 feet in front, knees slightly bent, and you're going to have your feet hip width. And we're just going to collapse the knees left and right, left and right. So every exercise we do is going to be starting with either a swing, a snatch, a clean. And then it will lead into a compound movement. Don't worry if you don't know what a compound movement is, or swing, snatch, and clean. We'll go through that as well in the session. So essentially the buy-in on the minute is 20 seconds worth of one of those movements, and then we move into a 30-second for compound. Okay, so from there, we're now going to collapse to the right, freeze. You're going to draw your right knee up, and you're going to push your left knee back until you've got a 90-degree bend on the right knee, a 90-degree bend on the left knee, and you're feeling that tension through that left hip, letting your butt cheek fall to the floor. I'm just going to hold that there for 10 seconds. You're going to feel a little bit of tension running itself up the quad into that hip socket itself. Okay, we're now going to keep those 2 heels on the floor. We're going to rotate and flip it over to the other side. And a slight adjustment when you get there. And you're going to feel that now on the right hip, creeping its way up the right thigh into that right hip socket area. Don't freak out if there's a little bit of early pain there. That's okay. Okay, we're going to flip it back now. And we're going to slowly move between left and right. Very slow, and what we're looking to get going here is movement through the hips. So we don't want to go fast with this, we want to go nice and slow, and we are rotating through that hip socket to get as much of a range as we can. Nice work. So don't freak out if you don't get this right off the bat. It can be a little bit difficult to get the right posture and positioning. Just move the knees left and right. You're still going to be rotating through those hips. We're also getting a little bit of tension twisted out through that lower back as well. That's it. Good stuff. Again, if you have any questions during the session, feel free, or at the end, feel free, can't even speak, feel free to throw them into the comment section below. And I have a screen behind the camera, I'll be able to answer them. Okay, so from there, you're now going to lie onto your back. You're going to get those glutes firing. Knees still bent, feet on the floor. Drive those hips up into the sky through the heels. We're using both at the moment. And then we're going to take one leg off the floor. We're just going to use one foot to drive the hips up. The leg that's not involved is just hanging up in the air. You're not throwing it up and down. You're keeping it steady. And then we're going to change other side. Drive through that heel. Get those hips as high as we can. Hamstring and glutes. The more we can get them working, the longer the body can work for. Okay, back to 2 feet. Keep those feet hip width. So we're going to be starting with kettlebell swings, and then kettlebell swings after 20 seconds are going to go straight into squats. And you're going to be doing squats for 30 seconds. At the end of the squat, you got a 10-second breather, and then we go again. Everything has 2 rounds on it. Okay, back to single leg bridging now. And then switch. Okay, and we're going to go arms on the floor, legs out nice and straight now. Lift one leg up and across the other side. A few clicks and cracks going on the back, that's okay. And then change legs. So keeping those shoulder blades on the floor. By keeping them on the floor, we're able to rotate and twist through that spine as much as possible and get as much of an independent rotation as we can. That's the one, almost there. Okay, we got to get those hip flexors now. So best breakdance moves into the plank position. So 2 hands on the floor beneath the shoulders. Bring 1 foot forward beside the hand. You can drop the other knee to the floor. You're going to get a stretch on the hamstring on the underside. And then we're going to rotate as much as we can around. Bring that hand down. And then we change feet. So we're looking to get the hip flexor on the lower leg, the leg that's on the floor. And then we're looking to get the hamstring on the leg that's up. And then a twist through the shoulder blades with the arm rotation. That's it. We're just going to go one more on either side. So after this, we're going to grab our kettlebell and we're going to get into the session. So just have a quiet word with yourself. 15 minutes worth of work. Continuous reps, continuous time. Stick rigidly to the time format. Remember, we're trying to get a full body workout in 50 minutes. So you're going to have to push yourself and you work at the level that suits you. So if you need to scale it, that's perfectly all right. Remember, the scaling level is number 1, start reducing the weight. If that still doesn't fix your technique, number 2, introduce a support structure, i.e. a chair. If that still doesn't work, number 3, start playing around with the range of movement, i.e. remove and reduce the range of movement. Any problems, any questions, just stick them in the comment section. We are going in 10 seconds with kettlebell swings. Grab your bell. Shoulders back, chest out, head up, 2 hands on the bell. We're going to push our hips back like a slingshot and then stand to attention. Let's go. So remember, with your kettlebell swings, you are driving the energy down into the floor through the soles of the feet. And you're standing bolt upright. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. In 5 seconds time, I'm going to take that bell, I'm going to hold it on my right shoulder, and I'm going to go into squats. And let's go. Bell on the right shoulder, sitting down into squats. Pushing my hips back and down. Big inhale as I drop. Big exhale as I push through the soles of my feet and come back up tall. We got 18 seconds left. Then we get a short 10-second breather. That's it. Nice work. 10 seconds left. Take your time. Focus on the range of movement and your technique. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest 10 seconds. Don't put that bell down. Hold on to it. We're swinging again in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's swing. Shoulders are back. Chest is out. Head is up. So you go 2 hands. You can go 1 hand. You can alternate the hands. But ultimately what you're doing is you're driving the floor away and keeping those shoulder blades pinned back. 3 seconds, we're into squats. 2, 1. Squatting on the left side this time. Big inhale as we push our hips back and down. Big exhale as we drive through the soles of those feet and come back up tall. Keep those knees out to the side. We're pushing the hips back like we're shutting a door, and then we're dropping those hips down. We're keeping the heels on the floor. Head is up, chest is out. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest 10 seconds. Don't put that bell down. We're swinging again in 5 seconds. And the squat is going to be replaced with deadlift. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So keep those shoulders pinned back. Squeeze those stomach muscles at the top of the swing. Keep the head up. Keep the chest up. 8 seconds. Then we're going to hold the bell in 2 hands. We're going to have our feet hip width. And we're going to hinge at the hips. Okay, let's hinge at those hips now. Push those hips back and stand tall. Remember, we are not squatting with a hinge. It's different. We are keeping the hips high. Yes, we're bending the knee, but that's due to the hips pushing back. Think of your hips like a slingshot. You're going to feel the hamstrings stretch out. You're going to squeeze your abs, and then you're going to drive yourself back up to attention. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Don't put that bell down. We're swinging again for the last time in 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swing it. That's it, nice work. So this is our last set of swings. After this, we're gonna go into our deadlift. Keep the shoulders pinned, keep the abs tight at the top. 5 seconds, we're deadlifting. 4, 3, 2, 1, deadlift. Push the hips back, drive through the soles of the feet, stand tall. And we only go as low as that posture will allow. So imagine you're holding a tennis ball between your shoulder blades. If that tennis ball falls, then you know your shoulder blades are opening, and therefore you're going too low. We got 10 seconds. Swing is gonna turn into snatch. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to that bell. So the snatch is where the bell starts on the floor between the 2 toes and goes straight up above the head in one full movement. Same posture, same energy X as they swing. And drive. So shoulders are back, chest is out. The hips are back like a slingshot. You're driving the floor away to the soles of the feet. You're coming bolt upright. Abs are tight. Shoulders are back. Chest is out at the top. And we are going to go into a single arm row in 3, 2, 1. Put your left elbow on your left knee. Bell is down between the toes. Keeping your body over, pull that bell to your chest. And we are focusing on the right lat with the right arm and the left with the left arm. Contracting, that's that big wing of muscle on the back of the body. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest, shake it out. We're going back to the snatch. 7 seconds. Shoulders are back, chest is out, head is up. 3, 2, 1. Snatch it from the floor, all the way up. Nice work, guys. We got 10 more seconds, and then we're going to change this snatch into the row on the other side. So it'll be right elbow on the knee now. Left arm is pulling to the armpit. Squeeze those abs. Maintain that posture. Keep moving. There's very little rest in this session, so you don't have to work at a crazy high tempo. You just got to keep working. We got 13 seconds left, and then we're at short breather and back to the snatch. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're back to that snatch. The row has turned into rear lunge. Snatching in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drive that floor away. Maintain that posture on the shoulders. Maintain that posture on the abs. Head is up, chest is out. I'm gonna hold the bell on my right shoulder. In 6 seconds, I'm gonna kick my right leg back into a rear lunge. And let's go. Right shoulder, right leg, knee to floor, stand tall. And I'm gonna lunge with that hip width at all times. I'm maintaining that gap on the feet. I'm not letting my feet lunge like they're on a tightrope. 10 seconds left, and then we're into our last set of snatch, and we're gonna lunge on the other side. 3, 2, 1, bell down. Whew. Now I'm getting warm. Okay, 5 seconds, we're into that snatch again. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Shoulders back, chest out, head up. That's it. Nice work, guys. Stay with me. Maintain that posture. 6 seconds, going to be left side rear lunge. 3, 2, 1. Left side, rear lunge. And remember, with everything you do, guys, if the technique starts to break down and you can't fix it, then you need to start looking at your scaling options. Number 1, reduce the weight. Number 2, introduce a support structure. Number 3, play around with the range of movement. And keep applying those in sequence until your technique is back in line. 3, 2, 1, bell on the floor. We're now going to clean that bell from the floor to the chest. Same movement as a snatch, except it stops at the chest. Let's go. From the floor to the chest. Back to the floor, up to the chest. And we are not pulling that bell to the chest. We are driving the floor away so aggressively that that bell has no option but to travel to the chest. We are never pulling. We are merely steering with the arms. And put that bell on your right shoulder now. Punch it up to the sky. We're into an overhead press now on the right side. Excellent work. Keep her going, full range of movement. Draw the elbow down into the rib cage, out and up. 10 seconds. Next time around it's going to be the clean. And then left side press. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Bell on the floor. Getting ready to clean it again. In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Set your posture. 1. Let's go. So your clean, your snatch, your swing all have the exact same movement on the hips. Your chest is out, your shoulders are back, your hips are back like a slingshot, and then you stand bolt right up to attention. 3 seconds, we're left side press. 2, 1. Left shoulder, press. Excellent work, guys. Stay with me. We got 10 seconds or 20 seconds left, and then we're going back to the clean, and we're gonna go press on the right side again. We're staying with that, but we're gonna change up that press very slightly to bring more bicep into play. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, bell on the floor. 8 seconds, we're back to the clean. Set your posture on the shoulder blades, feet hip width. And let's clean. So in 20 seconds time, we're back to the right side shoulder press or overhead press, but we're gonna turn it into an Arnie press. So we're just gonna do a little movement down by the chest to add an extra dimension. 3, 2, 1, right shoulder, palm facing the throat. Open out your arm, punch above the head, bring it down, close it back into the throat again. Open, press, lower, close. So we're bringing a rotation in on that shoulder. 12 seconds. Keep those abs tight. 5 seconds. How do you scale an overhead press when you have one weight? And rest. Well, you start to bring in that support structure, which is your hip and knee drive. 5 seconds, we're into our last set of cleans in 3, 2, 1, and let's clean it. That's the one, guys. After this, we're going into our ab work. We're gonna get some good ab work in here. 4 minutes worth to finish off the session. 5 seconds, we're on the left shoulder. Arnie press in 3, 2, 1. Left shoulder, palm facing throat, open arm, punch, lower, close. Open, punch, lower, close. Rotate open on that shoulder, rotate closed on that shoulder. Keep the abs tight. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. 8 seconds. 5 seconds, we're hitting the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the deck on your back. Have the bell in your right hand. Left elbow's on the floor, right arm is above the chest. We're gonna sit up using that left arm on the floor, get up onto your elbow, and then back down onto your back. Bell stays fully extended above the torso. We don't bend the elbow and swing that bell. We try and keep that bell as static as possible in the arm as we sit up. We are rotating on that left elbow on the floor. So I'm digging my left elbow into the floor. As I come up, it drags me across to the left. That's what I'm looking for. I want to get my left oblique in there as much as I can. We're trying to keep our knees as steady as possible, like you got a full glass of water on each knee. If you're struggling with the bell, remove it from the scenario and focus on the range of movement. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Change to the left hand, don't do it above the face. Right elbow on the floor, left arm above the chest. 3 seconds, we're going. 2, 1, let's go. Dig that right elbow into the floor. Up you come, and then control the descent back to the floor. If you control the descent, you're going to get more through the abs. Don't just flop to the floor. Try and keep those 2 knees as steady as possible. Take your time. Focus on the range of movement all the way from A to B. And with the core, we're trying to take momentum out of the equation. 20 seconds. The less momentum we have, i.e. swinging yourself into a movement, the more emphasis you're going to put on your abs. So momentum is not your friend when you're trying to train and target specific muscles. 3, 2, 1. Back to the right hand, above the chest. This time I want the legs out nice and straight. You're going to draw your knees all the way into your chest and try and get them as close to that bell on the right hand side as possible. So draw the knees in, up to the bell, back down and out. If you're not able to get the knees up off the floor, the hips up off the floor, that's fine. Just draw the knees into the chest and then extend back out again. If you've got a bit of tension on the lower back, put that free hand under your butt cheek as you work. And that should help with the tension on the lower back. And you don't necessarily need a kettlebell here. If you're struggling to maintain it above the chest, rest. Get rid of the bell. We're focusing on the abs here. Take your time. So it's up and it's a slight twist to the right with the knees as we raise those hips off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Bell down. Change left side. Legs out straight. We're drawing the knees in and then pumping the hips up. So we try and get our 2 knees to the bell in the left hand. Let's go. Draw the knees in, hips up. Slight twist to the left to hit that bell and then back down and out. And we try not to let that bell track up over the face. We try and keep it directly above that shoulder, chest area. Arm fully extended. Ooh, this is getting tough now. 28 seconds. That's going to be a long 28 if I keep focusing on my range of movement. Starting to burn. Emphasize that twist as much as you can. 15 seconds. Remember, if you're getting tension across the lower back and you want some relief, put that free hand under your back, just under the butt cheek. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're back to the right hand. We're going to do oblique crunch on the right side in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Sitting all the way up, lowering ourselves back down, driving through that elbow to get skyward. Nice work, guys. Excellent work. We're going to switch on halfway in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing to the left. And we're back into the left hand above the chest. 2, 1. Up we get. This is your last 25 seconds worth of work for your hump day session. And we have blasted those abs after our full body work. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bell down. Rest. Breathe. In through nose, out through mouth. Take a couple of seconds. Let that heart rate come back down. Stay on top of your breathing. Control. So, if that's your first ever Wednesday with us, hello. Let us know how you got on. Give us a little comment below. Give us a live comment. Tell us where you are, how you found it. It can seem a little bit rushed or daunting at the start, but once you get into a couple of sessions, it'll flow nicely. Just try and stick as rigidly to the timing as you can. So if you're still with me, feet nice and wide, soften your knees, stick your hips out the back, drop the backs of the hands to the floor, and at all times we're controlling our breathing. In through nose, out through mouth, sinking down into our passive hang. So our feet are nice and wide, our heels are down, our knees are soft, our hips are out the back, and we are stretching everything from the heel all the way up the back of the leg, into the glutes, glutes over the lower back, and then into the shoulder blades. Shoulder blades are opening out, and they're also telling the shoulder socket to release its grip on the ball of the shoulder. If you want to complement this session, I would strongly suggest getting a solid state cardio session in. So that means 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walk, jog, cycle, swim. Okay, up we come. We're now going to take a large lunge forward with the right leg, drop the left knee onto the floor, 2 hands or 2 elbows on that front knee, and just tip it forward. We're looking to get a nice stretch on that hip flexor on the lower leg. Relax through the shoulder blades. Control the breathing. Sink, sink, sink down into your stretch. That's it. A few more seconds. Okay, let's switch sides. Drop the right knee onto the floor, left foot in front. 2 hands or 2 elbows on that knee, and just tip it forward. Keep the sole of that foot down. So you're keeping that that heel down like there's a 50-euro note under it. You don't want it to blow away. So tipping the knee forward, emphasizing the stretch on that right hip flexor. So you've got your swing, you got the squat, the swing, the snatch, and the clean. Those 3 movements all have the exact same hip movement in them. So your hips are pulled back like a slingshot, your chest is up, your head is up, your back is nice and straight. You then drive your hips back into an upright position. The energy travels straight through the soles of the feet into the floor. You come bolt upright. Your hips never go across the room. If your hips hyperextend and go across the room, you're going to compromise your lower back. So that's why we got to squeeze our abs at the top of the swing, or when you come upright in the snatch or the clean, because the core acts like a handbrake to stop the hips from hyperextending. If you're going to take one thing from that session, it's the abs act like a handbrake for the hips, and they protect that lower back. Right, guys, that's your lot. Let us know how you got on. Till then, we will see you in our next session. Have a good one, guys.